Two guys walk into a gym. One looks like a superhero, the other looks ordinary. The giant struggles with the weight. The smaller guy tosses it around. That's when people realize muscle isn't strength, strength is strength. If you train consistently and still feel weak, that is not a discipline problem. That is a wiring problem. You have been training your muscles to look strong instead of be strong. This video fixes that. Myth 1. Bigger muscles automatically mean more strength. Wrong. Muscle size is built by volume and calories. Strength is built by your nervous system. Jenkins et al., 2017, showed that heavy, low-rep training produced greater neural adaptations than higher volume approaches. Same muscle, better wiring, more force. Here's myth 2. Strength training should leave you completely destroyed. Wrong again. As fatigue rises, motor unit output declines, and force production drops. Showing up exhausted doesn't make you stronger, it makes you weaker. Didrikson and Delvecchio, 2023, demonstrated that fatigue impairs the nervous system's ability to generate force. Strength work is calculated, calm, deliberate. If you're gasping for air and drenched in sweat after every strength workout, you didn't train strength. You trained fatigue. Step 1, train the nervous system, not the mirror. Your muscle has two ways to grow stronger. The first is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. That is the pump. Higher reps, moderate weight, lots of metabolic fluid rushing into the muscle tissue. It looks impressive. It is not functional strength. The second is myofibrillar hypertrophy. Actual increases in the density and contractile capacity of the muscle fibers themselves. To trigger myofibrillar adaptation, you use the 1 to 5 rule. Load the bar to a weight you can lift no more than 5 times. When your body faces that kind of load, it does not build bigger, fluid-filled muscle. It does something far more interesting. It issues a software update to your central nervous system. It teaches your motor neurons to fire all available muscle fibers simultaneously, not in sequence, but at the exact same moment. Think of it like this. Heavy, low-rep training turns muscle into a laser, not a flashlight. Mini payoff. More muscle fiber recruited in one contraction. This means dramatically more force. No shirt size change required. Step 2. The rest you are definitely not taking. Most people get this wrong. After a heavy set of 3 reps, they wait 45 seconds, maybe 60, then try to go again, and then wonder why they feel weaker on the second set. Here is the biology. If you rest only 60 seconds, you're not fully recovered. Your maximal strength fuel runs on ATP and phosphocreatine and needs 3 to 5 minutes to recharge after maximal effort. Willardson, 2008. After 60 seconds, you have recovered roughly 50 to 60% of your capacity. After 3 minutes, you are close to 98%. That gap is the difference between setting a personal record and grinding out a mediocre set that trains nothing useful. So between every heavy set, you rest 3 to 5 full minutes. That is not laziness. That is the protocol. Step 3, the neurological leak. Most people never plug. You have the heavy weight, you have the rest time. But right now, before you even lift the bar, you are leaking raw force out of your hands. Sherrington's law of irradiation, 1906, showed that maximal effort doesn't stay local. The harder a muscle contracts, the more surrounding muscles are recruited. In practice, if you grip the bar loosely, your nervous system reads the situation as low threat. It stays relaxed. It holds back. If you crush the bar like you were trying to leave fingerprints in the steel, something shifts. Tension spreads up through the forearms, locks the shoulders, activates the lats, hardens the core. Everything connects. More tension, more muscle recruitment, up to 1/3 more force. That is not a supplement. That is a grip cue. White knuckle the bar. Squeeze your glutes. Brace your core as if someone is about to punch you. Root your feet into the floor. Now you are lifting as a unified system, not a collection of individual muscle groups fighting each other for control. Step 4, breaking through the plateau. You will follow these principles. You will get strong fast, and then, somewhere around week 10 or 12, it will stop. Your numbers freeze. You are stuck. This is not failure. This is a firewall, a predictable neurological adaptation limit. Here is how elite powerlifters bypass it, adjusted for people who want to be secretly strong rather than professionally strong. Isometrics. Find the weakest point in a lift. Pause there. Hold completely still for 4 to 6 seconds under full tension. Orenchuk et al., 2019. Isometric training can increase strength by roughly 5% per week, but mainly at the joint angle being trained. No movement, no momentum, pure static contraction at the exact angle where you typically fail. Eccentric or negative training. Your body can handle approximately 20 to 30% more weight during the lowering phase than it can press, pull, or lift concentrically. Set the bar in a power rack above your sticking point. Lift it off the pins and lower it slowly for 4 to 6 seconds. Controlled, deliberate, painful. Walker et al. 2016. Accentuated eccentric loading in trained men resulted in about 18% increases in isometric torque compared to 1% in the control group. The nervous system responds to the lowering phase in a way it simply cannot be pushed to through lifting alone. Cluster sets. Your maximum for a given lift is 4 reps, but you want 5. Instead of grinding out 4 and failing, do 1 rep. Rack the bar. Rest 20 seconds. 1 rep. Rack. Rest 20 seconds. Repeat. By inserting micro recovery windows inside the set itself, you allow partial ATP resynthesis between reps. You accumulate more total work at maximum load than your nervous system thought was possible. This is not cheating. This is intelligent load management. Pause reps. Momentum is disguising your actual strength. When you bounce a barbell off your chest during a bench press, you are using elastic energy and gravity, not your muscles. Pause the bar completely still on your chest for a full 2 seconds. Kill the bounce. Kill the stretch reflex. Make your muscles generate 100% of the force from a dead stop. Your ego will take a 20 to 30% hit on the load immediately. Your raw power will grow substantially within weeks. The thermodynamic shield. Staying lean while getting strong. Here is where the whole thing falls apart for most people. You train heavy, you get strong, and then you go home and eat at a surplus. Now you are building mass to support the extra strength. Strength is neurological. Size is thermodynamic. Those are different levers. To add strength without adding significant size, you maintain caloric intake at roughly your total daily energy expenditure. No surplus, no deficit. Enough to recover, not enough to trigger significant muscle growth. Protein intake stays high, approximately 1 gram per pound of body weight. This supports nervous system recovery and myofibrillar repair without providing excess substrate for bulk. Evidence indicates maximal muscle protein synthesis is typically achieved within 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. Morton et al. 2018. Higher intakes may still be used safely in healthy populations, assuming no kidney or relevant metabolic disease. This approach does not work if you are severely underweight. Strength still requires something to express itself through. A wire still needs a certain gauge to carry current. But for most people training consistently, the strength you want is already there, undertrained and underutilized. Here is the entire system reduced to its essentials. Train with 1 to 5 reps at genuinely heavy loads. Rest 3 to 5 minutes between every set. Crush the bar and brace your entire body on every single rep. Use isometrics, negatives, cluster sets, and pause reps to break plateaus. Eat at maintenance with high protein. Pick 3 to 4 compound movements. Deadlifts, overhead press, weighted pull-ups, and squats. 3 days a week. That is the program. Start this week with 1 heavy movement done correctly. Pick a weight that limits you to 3 reps. Rest 4 to 5 minutes if you only paused for 2 to 3 minutes beforehand. Now try 4 reps. That one small shift in how you train will compound over months in ways that are genuinely difficult to explain to people who haven't experienced it. Which brings up a good question. What lift do you currently feel the weakest on? Drop it in the comments. The answer might change your entire approach to that movement. Stay the course. The strength is already in there. You just haven't trained your nervous system to access it yet.